lie.
listening, I'm listening. Yeah, you're nervous. Wait, you're used to playing on stream. What's happening?
But there's a challenger player watching me.
I was watching your stream as well.
Now you get to tell me why I'm bad, you know?
I get to watch some gameplay. What elo
Okay.
are you right now?
I'm gold 1 right now.
Nah.
Well, my other account is plat 4. I don't know if I should play
it doesn't
on
matter.
that.
It doesn't matter.
Okay,
What account do you have more skins on?
this one.
Yeah, perfect. Then we play on this one. That's what matters. That's what matters. You need good skins, otherwise you can't win.
True. That's what I learned from Sajori, the best mid laner.
Exactly. That's take nothing else away. Skins good. Skins get win.
I think I'm hard stuck plat player.
No.
I think I can climb the plat,
time?
but huh?
Weren't you gold when you first messaged me?
Yeah,
I remember you
that's
being
true.
gold.
I was gold when I messaged.
Oh my god, your cursor.
Oh,
that is the cutest thing ever.
I'm not a weeb, I swear.
No? Yeah, okay, of course. I mean, you can play whatever you want to.
Okay. I permaban Shaco every game, by the way.
Fair enough. Just ban whatever you don't like playing against.
Alright. What do I want to play?
you tell me, my brother in Christ. You're the one playing.
I'll play Yone.
Okay, respectable. Like Giga Chad play. I don't actually know the best build on Yone at the moment. There's so many different builds going around.
Oh really? Freaking everyone's building tank items now. So
yeah, I mean, I personally just like shield bow IE. I think yeah.
Yeah, I just go.
You can't really go wrong with it.
Yeah.
I think Yone is fine. Oh my god, he has a new skin. What the fuck?
Freaking hot, sexy Yone.
He has so many skins.
New champ, by the way.
Yeah, I mean, it's because he's very cool and fun to play against, isn't it?
Yes.
Wait, what runes do you run? Lethal Tempo, I assume, right? Yeah, I mean, looks
Professor.
Professor, huh? Splendid.
It's a Vagar.
Yeah, I mean, I would probably just run scaling HP and not second wind as well. I would probably take conditioning, yeah. You don't really need second wind in this matchup, and then at the bottom runes, when you're that tip right, just go scaling HP instead of magic resist. At the very bottom. Yeah, there.
Oh, really?
You don't really need magic resist against something like a Veigar. It's not like you're gonna be taking a lot of damage from him early, and scaling HP outscales at around level 8.
Oh, okay.
So if you're not gonna play aggro early, or if you're not gonna be like fist fighting a lot in the lane, or if the enemy is not bullying you super hard, you just go scaling HP. In terms of armor, it outscales at level 4. I'm pretty sure, if I'm not mistaken.
I can take TP here, or?
I mean, you're playing in gold. I would just take Ignite.
Oh, okay.
And it's not like you really need TP. I mean, to be fair, whenever I play Yone, I also just take.
Oh, what the
fuck! This was such a good game. Because there's so many cool things you can do on Yone in that matchup. Because your ult goes
you can
through
ult
his cage.
out of the cage.
Yeah. As a Veigar player, I learned that one the hard way.
Wait, I heard TP was better in lower elo.
Wait, who the fuck said
I don't know.
that?
I think I heard it from like skill cap. I swear. I heard it from like a YouTube skill cap video or something.
I don't think so. I think you can solo kill anyone in low elo with Ignite.
Oh, I see.
I think TP becomes more valuable at higher levels because you cannot like get kills in lane as easily with Ignite. But even at higher elos, Ignite is still good, makes you stronger 2v2. Makes it so that you can do some spicy stuff in terms of forcing recalls and stuff. But TP is just
Interesting.
more solid in higher elo, I think, because you can't get kills as easily. But in lower elos, Ignite, like you can usually just solo kill people.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't know why they would say TP is better. I'm trying to think. Maybe it's because you won't be able to. I don't know. It's because you won't be able to trade hard enough to use Ignite properly, but I feel like that's not really. Yeah, I don't know. That seems weird to me.
Maybe it depends on the matchup. I don't know.
I mean, it does, especially at higher levels. But I think at lower levels, you're always going Ignite basically, unless you're in a matchup where you're getting bullied really really hard. But if you're getting bullied really really hard as Yone, you can still play like Second Wind and D Shield, and you'll be fine. So that's kind of strange to me.
Rise.
I don't actually know how this matchup goes. I imagine when you jump on him, it gets a bit tricky. Because he just roots you. But if he ever wastes his root, it looks pretty free. Oh my god, it automatically does your runes. Every time.
Yeah. I can disable
I think
it.
Second Wind is fine, and I think Magic Resist is fine this matchup. Because you're gonna be punished a lot more early against Rise than you would than like than by a Veigar. Against Veigar, you could even run D-Blade if you were feeling spicy. Against this guy, I think you have to take D-Shield. But this lane is a lot harder than Veigar.
Yeah.
In my mind, at the very least. Because in my head, you jump on him and he just EWQs you and then runs away.
Yeah, because it's gonna outrun me with movement speed.
Yeah. I mean, if I'm just thinking about the matchup, I'm imagining you probably have to stack your third Q before you can look for a trade with him. You know, against something like a Veigar, you can just E on top of him, and then you just take a winning trade. But against Rise, I think you have to go for third Q and then look for trades on him. Obviously, first couple of levels, you're still gonna be playing quite slow, because you're Yone. You're not really able to do anything early. Imagine just Graves mid Rise jungle. Imagine.
What?
Imagine.
How?
Imagine. Wait, I've been playing Graves mid. It's good.
I haven't seen Graves mid in forever.
Nah, you're gonna see him again. Don't you worry.
Really?
Yeah, you're gonna see him again. Well, until the Hydra nerfs, then you're not gonna see him again.
Oh yeah.
Surely I can run both OBS and Streamlabs at the same time. Surely. It won't crash anything. Surely. There we go. Wait, what MMR is this game?
This gold one.
Nah, you got this. These guys are noobs. He is running Resolve though, which is kind of weird to run on Rise, I think. That means he's a beta sissy cuckboy, as they say.
Sick.
I mean, so what you would ideally want to do at this point, like if you're actually trying to win really, really hard, you would try to envision how the laning phase should be playing out the first couple of waves before you're going to be taking your first reset. So like, what is Rise planning on doing? Like, he's probably gonna stack up waves and try to harass you with either E or W. I think it is fine for us to take a bit of damage because we're running D-Shield and we're running Second Wind. So I don't think we're too bothered by that. I think we can pretty safely go for CS. Now, we aren't running Teleport, which means that we can get stuck in a pretty ugly spot in lane if Rise plays it well. I don't think he will. Ideally, take CS where you take less than 100 damage for the minions, if that makes sense, right? Because you're playing a matchup where if you lose too much HP and Rise bounces the wave, like if you're on 300, 400 HP and you're on a bounce, it's pretty fucking tough for you to break that freeze. Yeah. So you need to kind of preserve your HP and play for the bounce, assuming Rise plays correctly. If you notice that Ryze is not stacking up the wave and not looking for enough harass, obviously this game plan changes. But that's kind of like what we're heading into the game thinking. And if he shows us that he's worse, we're gonna try to take advantage of that. But ideally, we do want to treat him like he somewhat knows what he's doing.
Yeah.
Even though he probably doesn't. But level 1, you're just gonna play very, very slow. You're gonna just look for Q on minions for last hits. And try to space on the opposite side of Ryze. So you want to try to look for the last hits while you're as far away from the Ryze as possible. So he can't harass you.
Should I queue early? Or...
I don't really like queuing early. Depends what Ryze does. If he just starts immediately autoing, you can start immediately autoing as well.
Oh.
Yeah, I mean, this is fine. This is fine. He's not autoing, so we are not going to auto either. We're just going to wait and we're going to look for Q on the first minions. See if you can get all 3 at once. Nice, that's good. And then just go back. Yeah, this is fine. He is playing it really, really slowly. You're just going to look for Q on the minions.
Yeah.
He's not playing it aggressively enough. He's kind of griefing here. You should not be allowed to do this, but you can even auto this minion or Q it. Yeah. I mean, this is good. Try to not hit the minions with this Q. If you want to like snipe him, then you can... Okay. Yeah. You could try to like snipe him with that third Q. You don't want to push the wave too hard.
Okay.
Damn, he is missing minions. Nice. I mean, this is good. We're completely chilling here. This is really good for us.
Playing so far back.
Yeah, I know. He's kind of trolling. You can Q this as well. I mean, this is good for us. So what we can start doing now is we can probably start stacking a wave. So you can auto this a bit more, and then you can look to crash on the next one. Yeah.
Okay.
And then you want to just look to try to push this out. Be a bit careful with how you angle your Q, but you can just push this. He doesn't deal enough damage.
Yeah.
Yeah, good Q. Yeah, just push. And then you can go for ward. You can look for Vi as well. She's invading. You're not gonna reset yet. Yeah, I mean, Vi gets a red buff. And Ryze doesn't move. Yeah. Wave is gonna bounce back into you as well. Resetting at this point could have worked, but I don't think it's really that worth it, because you're full HP and you're fine staying in the lane for now. Ryze is gonna run out of mana. Let the wave come into you. Try not to push it too fast. Just only last it at this point. Wave is gonna be bouncing back into you, and that's gonna open up for a trade opportunity. You can look for third Q and then go for a trade on Ryze if he plays on the side of the minions, like this, for example. You have a good freeze now. Just hold the wave. Yeah, nice.
Oh.
That sucks. It's fine. Just go for last hits. Yeah. Try stacking up your Q as much as possible, and then look for a trade on him when you have third Q. And he has to go for cannon, ideally. If your third Q doesn't run out. Yeah, nice. And then quick trade and then just leave.
Oh, I missed.
That's fine. That's fine. It makes it harder for him to crash. You can pop your potion as well if you really want to. At this point, you just want to make it awkward for him to crash. Yeah, nice. He's out of mana. You can space a lot more aggressively. He can't force you out. Don't let him kill these minions. Yeah. He might be looking for reset. Nice. Good. So this is gonna end up turning into a slow push, so you're probably gonna have to crash this. Yeah, just look to push this. Oh wow, he's staying. You can look to trade with him if he tries to walk up. If not, just push. I just push. This damage is not gonna matter. You're gonna push and recall, and then you have boots, and then we're fine. Yeah, just leave. You have boots. You're in a good spot. He's probably gonna reset after this wave, because he can't push the next. Yeah, just boots and pink ward. Wow, he's not gonna push this wave. He's gonna get stuck. He should have reset and then TP'd back to lane. He's gonna get stuck now. So what matters really much, or a lot now, is that you make sure that he does not get to crash this for free. So you go up and you hold the wave, you thin it out, and then you hold it, and then you force his TP back
Mm.
into lane, and then you have summoner advantage. So you just hold it here. Yeah, good. Now he has to TP back. You just hold this freeze.
Oop.
Don't dopamine hit the minions. It's fine. Just CS them. He's gonna lose an entire wave here. You're gonna be up an entire wave, which is really good. You can Q that. Nice. So you want to start looking for like quick trades where you go third Q and then you just EQ auto W on him probably, and then you just snap back as soon as he roots you. Nice, just snap back. That's fine. If you miss, it's fine. Just snap back.
Yeah.
Nice, just Q it. We probably have to. Yeah, we kind of fucked the wave a bit. Just go for a ward on the bot side. Just like quickly, just a quick ward. Yeah, just there. Yeah, yeah.
Oh, here?
I mean, ideally a little bit outside of the bush, but yeah, that works too.
Oh.
Yeah, you can shove this wave out if you really want to. It's not that big of a deal. Actually, a wave is coming into you. You're fine with this. You can look for trade on him here. Ah, that's fine. Just let the wave come back into you. Oh, okay. Well, that works too.
Oh.
Yeah, there's a fist fight going on in the bot lane. Maybe you have to move.
Rotate?
It depends.
just
Do you
gonna
think you can
ult.
do anything? I don't think you can do anything. No, just go mid. Yeah. I think that's done. Try to stack your Q. Because he's gonna kill these casters, or he's gonna go for an EQ on the casters, and then you're gonna jump on him when he does. Nice, that's good. Yeah, that's good. You could have gone for the last Q as well, but that works. Hold the wave. Yeah, nice. You don't have to W.
Oh.
Yeah, I mean, your team is not making this easy for you, that's for sure. Maybe we have to go for some riskier plays. I think you can go for like larger trades now. Probably have to because your team is all losing, so you have to go for some more like crazy plays now. I don't think roaming bot here will be good. Just stay mid. There's nothing to really accomplish. Like Kaiser's gonna leave anyway. Yeah, I think we have to start like actually playing for solo kills. So you're gonna start trading a lot more aggressively now because your team is losing. So stack up those Qs and just fucking go on him and go for big trades. Stack it up again. He has to go for cannon soon. Oh, that works too. Nice. Nice.
Nice.
You Camila's faker. He doesn't have TP, so you can shove this. Looks like your Vi is dead for no reason. Love that for us. Ah, she gets a kill though. Wait, is she out? Oh my god, she is.
Did it walk?
I don't think there's anything you can do. Enemy team shouldn't continue fighting. Neither should your team.
Should I ward here?
No, you don't need to. You're gonna be back in lane around the same time. Yeah, just go for Noon Quiver and Bone Sword. Yeah, and then just run to lane. You're gonna be back in lane around the same time anyway. What you could have gone for if you were like super greedy, you could probably take a plate and then shove next wave as well. Because Yon shoves really fast. Again, this guy has no flash now, so we're gonna try to trade pretty fucking aggressively on him.
I freeze.
You can. Yeah, but he's probably gonna roam bot lane. You should ping your bot lane back. Oh, no, he's not. You can stack your Q, yeah. I mean, freeze is super nice. Looks like your team is coming back as well. You should still ping your bot lane back. Yeah, you probably just have to shove.
Here.
Yeah, just shove. He's roaming bot. Yeah. Just shove and look for plate. Yeah. I mean, you get a plate. It's not too bad. He actually ends up losing more than he gains for this. Which is very funny.
Yeah.
Like, he gets a kill bot lane, but you get a plate mid lane and you get 2 waves, which is worth more than a kill. You even get 2 plates, actually, which is worth more than the kill.
Oh.
That's fine. You can go for a ward on the bot side. Just in Pixel Brush. Just a regular ward. I don't know if Kai'Sa has flash up, so I don't know if we can look for this. Vi is around mid lane. Graves is probably on your top side bush, so be a bit careful. I don't think you can really look for an all-in here, because there's gonna be a Graves mid lane.
What?
Yeah, I mean, that hitbox is just so cool, isn't it? You can try to, like, okay, there's gonna be 4 people mid lane, but you can try to stack your Q up in case your team wants to fist fight it. You can help them. I mean, Camille is looking. Oh, that's a psychotic play, isn't it? No, it works. Nice, well played. Yeah, but you're just faker.
Faker.
Nice, well played. Shove wave.
Yes.
Shove wave and then probably look for jungle camp. Oh no, you took a lot of damage. How much gold do you need for this? Just go for jungle camp. It's fine. Because your team is doing dragon, so you want to try to stay on the map while they're doing it. In case you need to move over, in case Graves is coming. You can pop your potion.
Oh, I forgot.
Graves is there. You might have to move.
Oh, shit.
Just kill it with a Q. Yeah, nice. I mean, that guy's dead. Yeah, ignite. Nice. Push mid. You can't help. You can't help. Go mid.
Yeah.
Go mid. Get played. You can't help that. That fight is moving away from where you are.
Yeah.
So it means you can't help it. You just go mid, you get that plate, and then you probably shove next wave, and then you look for reset. Wait, is the plate gone? Oh my god, it's gone. Just shove the wave. Shove the wave.
Oh,
Don't
shit.
hit tower. Shove wave. Rise has TP. You just want to shove it fast. So ideally save your W for the casters. Because then you can QW the casters. He's gonna TP mid lane, just reset. You have item in base anyway. Oh, he's not TPing mid lane. What a banger. You're still up 30 CS on him. We're smiling. Yeah, you have item. Don't buy pink ward.
Oh, shoot.
You already have one. Just run mid lane. It's fine. There's some crazy stuff going on down here. You're not helping with that. You're just gonna look for triple Q and then go on Rise. You're in a really, really good spot here.
Crazy.
Actually, you can just look to shove this. I mean, this is the point of the game. I don't know how much you watch the commentaries I do. You can run bot lane here.
Go
Yeah.
bot.
This is the point of the game where you're not really interacting super much in lane. You're just getting priority and
Go
looking to
back.
move. Yeah, well, if they're not fighting, then you move back to mid lane. Yeah, ping them back. Yeah, you can go for the plate even. Oh, Riot. Maybe you can catch him. If he moves this way.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, we will talk about this afterwards in terms of how you use spells, because that was, I think he was dead there. If you don't open with ult,
Really?
yeah, you just E onto him and then you run with him, and then when he starts moving away from you, you ult. It's not that bad because you can pressure tower here. Pressure tower. Go for tower. Oh, never mind. Nami's mid. Go for wraiths then. Just take jungle camp. Like until you see Nami there, your idea should be, can I pressure this tower? Because Ryze might be recalling. We're gonna go for this and then we're gonna push mid lane afterwards. I mean, something is happening bot lane. Maybe we have to move. Oh, that fight is over. Just go mid.
Why do my team keep losing fights?
Just take the tower. They have Shen, right? So it's gonna be constant numbers advantage. Like, you make these decisions very quickly. Like, this fight is over. I can't help. Take enemy raids, maybe? Or maybe you can actually kill bot lane.
Revolt.
Yeah, the worry is they're gonna go for this tower, and then if they greed, you can kill. If not, you can't. So you just sit here and wait. Okay, no, you don't go bot then. It's like if they go for tier 2, you can definitely kill them. But they don't go for tier 2, so you just leave. Okay, I mean, I don't mind that play. They're gonna look for mid lane, so be careful. You have to leave. Just give the minion. It's fine.
Oh.
Well. Go for a pink ward on the bot side. In the bot side bush. Yeah.
This one?
Yeah. And then go for a regular ward just in the river. Yeah. Okay, well, you can't clear it. No. Just go mid lane. It's fine. I just wanted to see if they were there. They're not. Yeah, just shove the wave. Again, try to save your W for casters. Look for Kai'Sa maybe? You can recall if not. Herald is spawning soon. You have BF sword.
What's she doing?
Ping her back if you can.
Oh.
Just go BF sword. Yeah, nice. And then run to lane. Ideally, we don't want to buy that many pink wards just cause... What the fuck did he just do? He just fucked our wave for no reason. What a nice guy. I love it. And then Rise went and fixed it for us. What a lovely guy too. You're gonna shove next wave, and then you're probably gonna look for either tower or you're gonna look for roam bot side. Actually, your Lucian is resetting. You can't roam bot side, but we do want to control dragon. Or maybe you have to move here. I just shove wave. Just finish shoving. Yeah. Nice. I mean, if he walks in, then he's pretty killable. I think you could have ulted and he was dead after he wasted E. Oh, there's 5 people here. Just go back mid lane. This is a scary fight. Camille is top lane. You don't want to fight this. They're dead. They're dead. They're dead. Go mid tower. At least trade for mid tower. Save your W for casters, bro.
Oh,
Tower? Yeah, tower. No one is coming for you, so you can get this pretty safely. And then exit through top side. Yeah, nice.
Maybe you get a pick here?
No. There's 3 people there.
Oh.
Maybe you can sit in the bush and go for something. But it's a bit scary for you. Just leave. Unless... No, just leave. You might have to... Actually, you can look for this if Pantheon looks. You have E?
Oh, man.
You have flash. Nice, good flash. Oh, wow, you went back in.
Oh, that's awkward.
Oh, respectable.
I literally could not tell who was who.
I mean, considering how bad everything went, that fight was shockingly positive. Considering how everything went probably as bad as it could have gone.
Yeah.
Why just didn't line up the E? Oh, dude, she didn't line up the... Dude, she's killing everyone. Okay, so let's take a look at the map here. Where are we gonna move when we respawn? Where can we find resources right now?
Yo, bot?
Bot looks... all the waves are pretty... Wait, he just ulted there.
He's old.
Yeah, I mean, all of the waves look pretty shit, so you're probably not going to be able to get any resources off of waves, so you're just going to go jungle camp.
Krugs.
Yeah, you're just going to go Krugs. Like, you can't walk top lane here, because if you walk top lane, you're going to die, and the wave is pushing into the enemy, right? Same with, like, you could walk mid lane if there was literally nothing else for you to do, but I think you can take Krugs. And then probably go mid lane after Krugs. You just want to get to your IE as quickly as possible, so at this point we're just looking for as many resources as we can. You're going to take this and then run mid lane. Assuming Vi doesn't take the wave. If she takes the wave, you're just going to go back bot lane. She is taking the wave, so you're just going to go back bot lane. Yeah, well, ideally we wanted this wave, but you know, Vi decided to schnack on it, which, that sucks. You're not going to actually approach the wave, you're just going to sit in one of these bushes and wait until you see people on the map. Ah, yeah, you can clear this. Because we're a bit scared at the moment. You can go set up vision as well if you want to. Because you don't need to be on the bot wave yet, you have time where you can do other stuff.
Yeah.
Because the wave is not in a spot where you can safely collect it yet. Yeah, I would have liked a ward in river. It would have been pretty nice. But you can try to shove this. Yeah, fuck it. If they're here, you're dead. But if they're here, you get Herald. Looks like we're fighting. Do we make it there in time? If not, then just stay. No, just stay bot lane. Like, you make this decision, you actually ask yourself this question before you start moving. Like, am I gonna make it there in time, and am I gonna have an impact? Like, you should ask yourself this whenever you see anything on the map like that. Because if the answer is just no, then you just stay, and you get an extra wave, and you pressure the tower. Oh, you look for Kai'Sa here. Yeah, she's dead. Oh, nice, good ult. That was really well played. Well, yeah, it was really well played. Yeah, you pressure tower. Inner towers are worth so much gold, man. It's absurd.
They buffed it.
Yeah, they're worth like 600. At least the side lane inner towers. Yeah, and then you just probably look for a mid lane. Like, if they're gonna fight, you have to be there. They're not gonna fight. Okay, just recall then and place a ward. Yeah, right there. Yeah, that's fine. And then you have IE now. Question is, what are we going next item? It's probably just Death Stands, right? I don't really know what the own builds are at this point. Magic Resist also doesn't look bad, but fuck it, just go Death Stands. And then just run bot lane. Actually, ideally you should be running top lane, right? But your Camille is already running top lane, which means you can't run up and follow him. The reason you want your Camille to be bot lane and you to be top lane is because we're trying to play for Nash now, and you don't have TP. But you're just gonna take this. You're just gonna snack on the Krugs.
Play for Nash or Drag?
I mean, we're gonna be playing for Dragon now, but I would have liked to play for Nash because I think it would have been pretty doable. Oh, we're fist fighting. We're fist fighting. You probably need to move.
Wait.
They have vision.
Okay.
I mean, that's fine. Look for Qs.
Wait,
You're not gonna go in first, ideally. Like, you want to wait for your team to go in. You have a lot of damage, but if you get CC change, you're just dead. So you can approach bot wave. It's not bad. And there stack your Q up. And you can find a flank on the dragon as well then. So you're gonna shove this out. Then you're gonna stack your Q. You're gonna make sure you have third Q. Okay, that's fine. Just run up. Yeah. Just run up through here. Dragon should be free. Your Camille did a good job. I don't know why our Vi is there.
Started?
Yeah, you can stack up Q. Just stack up Q and then look for a turn. With E. Okay, that's fine. Keep stacking Q. Leave. Nice. Camille is winning mid lane, I'm pretty sure. Oh. Nice. Good ult. Yeah, keep hitting him. Nice, good. Look for Drake. Ideally you would go... Wait, Camille lost the 1v1 to Shen. I feel like that shouldn't happen. Yeah, you can look for this. Nice. Kill the Graves. If he dies, you get Nash. Nice. Get Nash. Ping Nash. Oi, 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 that guy's crazy. No, ping Nash, ping Nash, ping Nash, ping Nash. It's free. It's really free, guys. Nash is so much better. Nash is so much better, guys. Please, man. Just get Baron. No, Lucian, why are you going there? Lucian, please. Just do Drake. Just do Nash. Just do Nash. Don't help. No. We need to one-shot this. We need to do it pretty quickly, because otherwise Guys, why did we... You can't.
Okay, I need to leave now, right?
You can't. Yeah. Oh my god. Guys, why did we just lose the entire game for fun? Why did we decide to do that? Why did we chase the Shen? Why was that necessary? They're looking to fight, probably. You might have to help.
Oh my goodness.
Okay, bro, what?
What am I
No, just leave. What the fuck? Yeah, I mean, now they get Nash. That's chill, guys. That's so cool. You just have to reset. What? How? Camille saying my bad? Yeah, no, it was not your bad, bro. It was Pantheon and Lucian just deciding not wanting to win the game. What the fuck? Yeah, just go Caulfields. Sell Thorn Shield. And then just go chain as well. Yeah. What did I just watch, man? Just grab red buff. Your team does not deserve it. Your Lucian does not deserve red buff after that. We're stealing this. We have made a decision that he does not deserve any resources. After judging that play. God damn. What did I just witness? You're gonna go bot side here? And you can 1v1 the Shen. I'm pretty confident. What does he have? I don't actually know how broken hearts... You deal a lot of magic damage and true damage. Ping that they should kill him. Ping him. Yeah, it should be free kills. Yeah. Space in. Yeah, look for Q. I would not have altered, but it's fine. Look to proc E. Yeah, nice. Nice. Yeah, he's dead. Just leave. Okay. Nice. He's dead.
Oh shoot.
Yeah, maybe you have to flash. Good flash. That guy's dead. Oi, Camilla is TPing in. She is a bit dead. Whoa, she's going for the fight. I would have liked to see what's going on up there. No, she's just dead. Just leave. Yeah, I would not have ulted. I would not open with ult there. I would just E onto him. And then if he like dashes away or something, you can look for ult on him. But ideally you don't want to waste ult on him. Yeah, Krugs are fine. Maybe if Graves dashes over the wall, you kill him. Okay, he didn't. Like, you are an assassin at this point. Do you have item in base? I don't think you can defend mid lane. Oh, Graves, he's dead. Nice, he's dead. He's still dead. Just snap. Yeah,
Oh.
nice. Ignite was sticking on him, he was gonna die. You have ult soon and Vi has ult. If they stay, you can kill. Okay, they're not staying. I wonder if Hydra is probably better than Death Stance actually, but it's fine. What are we going next? We probably need some form of MR. Just looking at their team, they're pretty. Yeah, I think it's Wits. I don't know. Yeah, sure, just go Wits. I don't know what MR item is best on Yone. If it's like Spirit Visage or Wits. Just go bot side. Go bot side.
Oh yeah.
You want to collect this wave. There's nothing for you to accomplish with lane anyway. Ah, he sees you. He knows. He knows who's the boss. Yeah, so you're not doing anything until you finish collecting this wave. We're gonna be playing for Drake anyway. Just spam ping Drake ideally, actually. Because your team is looking for something topside that they should not be looking for. I mean, if they get this kill, it's really big though. Maybe you can look mid. Just to prevent. Yeah, you have to run up. There's gonna be a fight here. The fight is moving towards the enemy team, so there's gonna be a fight. If he runs through there, you can catch him. You get his Everfrost, that's fine, just snap back. Look at the mid fight. Nice. That sucks. Oh, she's still dead. Right? Yeah, she's still dead.
Was it ult? What is that?
What is what?
Okay, they got out.
Yeah, just look for Drake.
Ult.
Oh, not me. Oh, she's still fighting. Yeah, you have to run up and try to help them, but ping them back while you do so, because this is not ideal. We just want to go one-shot the Drake and get Cloud Soul. Yeah, I mean, the game should be pretty won at this point. But I thought so as well when we were going to get a free Nash. But yeah, you're going to take this and then you're just going to go bot lane. And then you're going to shove out. Yeah, and you're gonna shove next wave as well. Your Pantheon is playing very psychotically, I feel like. He is seeing some things. Oh my god, yes, Hydra. That guy's a gamer. I mean, you don't have to reset. You can look for enemy, like, wards and enemy jungle. And then look to, like, trap someone over the wall. Yeah, yeah, sit on this wall. What the? Nice. You still kill, I'm pretty sure. Oh, she dodged everything. Well played to her. You can still kill Nami though. Stack your Q on minions. Q on minions.
Oh, Shannon's here.
Yeah, I mean, you can still look for Kai'Sa on the turn.
No.
You still kill her, by the way. I mean, considering how poorly that was played, that result was great. I mean, yeah, your champ is a little bit obnoxious when they don't have point and click CC, right? Even though you missed basically everything, you still 2-for-1 them. Which, like, that is how fed you are at the moment. You're playing 10 CS per minute and they're playing like 6 CS per minute. You're so strong.
Sick.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, you probably... Funnily enough, that did win your team a lot, by the way. Even though... Yeah, I mean, if you played it well, obviously, I'm pretty sure it's just a clean 2-for-0.
Yeah.
With Yone as hard champ. It requires too many fingers.
Are we gonna, like, watch the reap?
Yeah, of course.
Okay, well, that was, okay, cool.
Yeah, you just go take red buff. Ideally, you ping your team back here so they don't grief. Yeah, nice. You just go take red buff. How close are you to wits? Oh yeah, we're fist fighting. You probably have to... No, they're just dead. Surely the enemy team doesn't get another Baron, right? Maybe you can catch Ryze in the bot side jungle. He's going to take blue buff, I'm pretty sure. So maybe you can catch someone in there. Oh no, he's not. Yeah, you just go take their blue buffs then. Oh, Via's fighting maybe? Maybe have to help? No, she's out.
Oh.
Oh. It's like constant questions you're asking yourself is like, do I have to help here? Do I need to move here? And if the answer is no, you just keep doing what you were doing.
Okay.
Yeah, I mean, you just have to wait. Here. You can stack your Q up. Ideally, you do just want to wait for your Camille, though. Oh, she's fist fighting. Oh, yo. Snap back. Nice. We're not actually trying to fight this. Yeah, that sucks. She just... Yeah, she saw some things. Go take wolves. Actually, no, just stay mid. I wanted you to like find a way to stack your third Q on something, and then you could look to catch someone there. Or you just leave. Okay, you don't have to flash. That's good. I mean, we can look for mid, sure. We're gonna trade Baron for 2 inhibs. That doesn't sound too bad for me, or too bad to me.
Is it TP?
Oh, actually, you don't get it. They can look for flank on you.
Yeah.
Yeah, just look to leave. Just leave. I mean, you might have to help them, but like you're fighting with the intention of leaving here. Maybe you can turn. Third Q? No, I would not turn here. Just leave. How close are you to wits? Oh, what the fuck?
Ult.
You probably could have, but I don't know if you would kill them all. I think it would be pretty
Or,
close.
I meant ult away.
Oh, no. I'm wondering if you could ult as soon as they all ulted in. It's pretty close.
Oh.
Yeah, leave. Ideally, you just want to try to like stack your Q and then see if you can snipe something. But don't obviously go too close while doing it. But maybe Nami's dead here. Yeah, nice. Camille has good flank.
Camille
Look for Q,
flank.
look for Q. Look to stack it. Fucking nice.
Oh, that's awkward.
Oh,
That's real awkward.
it's fine. No, it was calculated. It was calculated. Flash on her if you have to.
Yeah. Okay.
She flashed away. You might have just lost that fight with that ult.
That went way differently in my head, bro.
You can still look for him. You can still look. If he steps up too close, you can look to E. Let's try.
They're so low.
Yeah. I mean, you can still look to walk up and then fish. Like you're gonna stack your Q and then you're gonna fish for an EQ.
Oh, that's big.
That guy's dead. Nice. Look for wave. Oh, maybe you can go over wall. Yeah, nice. You have ignite, by the way, but yeah.
Oh my gosh, I did not think I would die that fast.
If you ignited her initially, I'm pretty sure she's dead there as well. And then you probably kill them all.
Frick.
Yeah.
Okay.
What is dealing a lot of damage to you? I'm pretty sure it's still magic, right? Yeah, it is. Just go Force of Nature next. I think that's fine item. I think we just want to be tanky. If they get Elder, it's pretty rough.
Oh dear.
Yeah, that was one way to play that, I suppose. Yeah, this will be tough now. There were a lot of timings to win this game though, but maybe it's still winnable. It's low MMA, they might not be able to close out with Elder. So what you really need to happen here is try to stack your third Q on anything, and then if you can find a pick, you buy your team a lot of time. But that's like...
Okay.
Because if the enemy team just gets to set up a siege now with Elder, it's gonna be pretty rough. That guy might be dead. If he's dead, it's pretty good. Camille should be able to kill. Yeah, he's dead. Nice. Okay, we buy ourselves a lot of time now.
Uh-oh.
He should still be dead. But you might still be able to find an ult here. I think you could. I think you could have ulted her, and she was dead.
I'm terrified. Wait, she has Zonya's.
Oh, you couldn't have killed her then. I didn't see that. Yeah, I mean, you're just gonna go take wolves after the Canone, of course. Yeah. Nami is, if she's on her own. No, she's not. Okay, so that guy has Hourglass, so he's pretty hard to kill. So don't try to go for a pick on him. But maybe Nami, if she like walks up on her own or something. But they have Elder, so ideally, like the best case scenario is you just wait this out and wait for Elder to be gone. They're gonna be in your topside jungle. Yeah. Be a bit careful here. Yeah. Camille should be fine, maybe. Maybe you can look for EO. Nice, she's dead. That's really good. That buys you a lot of time. Just leave, yeah. Now you have another like 50 seconds where the enemy team can't do anything because someone got picked. Like, this is the way you usually fight against Baron and Elder Drake. You just have to buy time, and the way to do that is by creating picks and then just slowing down the game.
Okay.
Because now the enemy has to, like, yeah, I mean, obviously if that guy decides to also die for no reason, then it's a bit tough. You're not saving him. He's fucking dead. Oh, never mind, he lives. He's pretty dead, I think. Just reset. Yeah, they could have dove that for sure with Shen. Yeah, just get your item. Just get your thing.
And get Baron.
Yeah, I mean, they should lose Elder soon. Just get the Negatron, yeah. Elder should be over soon. In like 10 seconds, right? Yeah, nice. Yeah, it's over. Okay, now we can actually look for a better fight. Just look to stack your Q on this. Yeah. Now ideally set up some vision, like place a ward on the wraiths if you can. Yeah, and then go for another mid wave. They're dead. That sucks. Oh, Camille lives. Your team should be around you mid lane here. But maybe if you can find her, it's good. Pantheon is ulting. If he stuns her, she's dead. Time the ult. Nice, good timing. Damn, it was really good Nami ult actually. Look to kite back. You need to like walk up a bit. You're not like trying to fight this, but you're trying to hit Shen whenever you can. Yeah, and then just leave. Maybe you can turn. Depends on what they do. But like immediately turning in when Kai'Sa still has E up is very scary for you. Shen is TPing back, by the way. Because if she dodges your spells, you're just dead. I think, yeah, I think Vi was seeing some things again. Oh, Pantheon had enough, and that Nash is very gone, I think. But maybe you can look for something. Maybe you can like stack your Q and then look. Nah, it's just gone. It's just gone. Maybe you can find Rise. I don't know how tanky he is. He doesn't look that tanky. I mean, you're just clearing camps while trying to stack your Q up and see if you can find a pick. You might be able to find one here when they go mid-wave over the wall. Look, Kai'Sa. She has GA up.
GA.
Yeah, don't all in her. Oi, oi, oi. You can look here, yeah. You get her GA, that's not bad. You should be able to kill her on this as well, actually. Yeah, nice. It's pretty good. Wait, there's no way she lives, right? Look, Rise. Okay, that's okay. Let's go back mid. Ah, damn, she's living so many times, like with 2 HP. It's so annoying.
Yeah, she has like 3
You can run bot.
living things.
Yeah. Aye.
Go back mid.
Yeah, just take mid wave and then run bot, I guess. Elder Drake is spawning soon. Just clear mid wave, reset, and then get your full item. And then get your elixir, and then you're as strong as you're gonna be in the game. Yeah. I think Force of Nature is good here, just judging by the fact that they're basically 4 AP with Nami support with Kai'Sa's build. And there might be better items, I'm not sure. Maybe Hydra is better still yet, just because it's a lot of damage, but I don't really know. Hydra's gonna get nerfed soon anyway, smiley face.
Yep.
Yeah, Shen is pretty unkillable for you, I think. Actually, no, you should win it, but... Yeah, there's a fight going on. Maybe you can catch. If you... No, okay. Yeah, if you hit the graves there, then you can ult him, obviously. Yeah, you don't deal a lot of damage to that guy. But it's like also Shen against an auto-attack reliant champion, right? Surely we don't lose the second Elder, right guys? Right. right. The second elder's fucking gone, isn't it? Yeah, stack your Q up. Yeah, it's gone. Just leave. Oi, oi, oi. Yeah, this might be the game. Dude, imagine this game would be over if we just got Baron instead of chasing the Shen. We would have ended the game. Yeah, I mean, that's GG. There were quite a lot of opportunities to win this game, though. So I don't think it's too bad. I mean, they should just be able to. You don't have a wave, which makes it hard for you to play. Actually, they can't. Camilla's cutting the wave. Kai'Sa has Hourglass, keep that in mind. I mean, she's dead. She didn't get to cut the wave. Yeah, it's probably just GG. Stack Q. Yeah, and then you can look, maybe.
Okay, goodbye, world.
Yeah, I mean, it's pretty much over at this point. There were timings where you could win for sure. I would say, yeah.
Yeah.
Question is, where does my OBS save to? I think it's here. Yeah, it is. Okay, we will go over it.
Watch.
We will go over it. Yeah. Okay. So, I think it was pretty good game. Like, early game went really well. I think if you can just recreate this early game, like, somewhat consistently, like, that's what I would want you to focus on.
Okay.
Mostly just because if you can consistently get 100 CS advantage in lane and start the lane like 3-0, you're probably gonna win a majority of those games. Like, this game, like, you had... There were so many timings where the game was won, but then we just fucked up something. Either you griefed your combo or your team decided to chase a Shen.
Yeah.
And, like, that will not happen every game, right? So the more consistently we can do this, the better. We're just playing for consistency. So I will screen share. So do you see my screen?
Yeah.
So I think in terms of the lane, I just want to talk a bit about like my ideas for why you should do what I try to make you do, right? Just so you can try to recreate this. But a lot of the champions you play, both Yone and Akali, will naturally just get shoved in, and they don't really have easy ways of breaking a freeze early game. So if the enemy laner is not stacking up a wave or something, and not playing super aggressively, you're chilling. You're actually in a good spot. You don't want to accidentally push the wave too much early, because if you get stuck, like, in a freeze here, level 2, it's pretty ugly for you. You're going to take a lot of damage trying to break that freeze. So that's the reason why I don't want you to just immediately try to shove. When you ask, like, should I queue the wave level 1? Like, no, ideally not. In a matchup where you want to shove quickly, against maybe something like, I don't know, maybe Silas or something. I'm not really sure. Like, but Yone very rarely wants to shove the wave early, unless you have, like, good timings to do so. So that's why I don't want you to push early. In terms of, like, standing on the opposite side of the lane as Ryze, that's good because it puts more distance between you, right? Which makes it harder for him to harass you. I'm sure you're aware of this, because you actually did it quite well. Like here, when we're last hitting this minion, we're trying to stay on the opposite side as Ryze. So if Ryze walks over here, we walk over here, right? Obviously. Yeah. So I think this is good. Makes you get the CS more safely. This is nice. Let's go a bit further into the game. Because there's a decision here that I think is pretty important. Like, you can look for Qs on Ryze at this point.
Oh, while he's DPSing?
Yes, like third Qs. You're not gonna look for, like, first Qs or second Qs or anything, but third Qs. So,
oh, I see.
Let's see if I can find the specific instance I'm looking for, actually. But Windows Media Player is a fucking dogshit program. I should definitely get a different one for, like, this. I think it might be here. Is it here? I think it's here, yeah. So here, you can look for the Q on Ryze, but ideally you don't want to tag the wave. So if Ryze is playing here, right, you're not going to Q him. even though you
Right.
can hit it, just because you don't want to clip all of these minions and end up pushing
Yeah.
the wave faster than you have to. So if he's playing outside of the wave, I like you moving out of the wave and looking for him. I think this is good. And obviously, I would still fire off the Q and just try to hit him, mostly because he has to go for this last hit. So while he's standing here, I would just fucking fire it. So when he has to go for the last hit, you just try to snipe him with that Q. It's probably not gonna lead to much, but it actually might deny him this minion, which is nice, and you'll deal some free damage to him, which is good, which is PogChamp. We smile about that. I think the important part of the lane comes pretty soon, actually. It's when I want you to try to crash. So, if we look at this wave state, right? Without any interference from Rise, and like without him magically shifting his playstyle, right? Like, we have noticed the way Rise is playing at the moment is very, very passive, right? Like, he's playing super slow. You even commented on it, and I said it as well, right? He's playing super slow. So without anything changing from his playstyle, like all of a sudden starting to shove the wave really fast, what is this wave doing? Like, what is going to happen to this wave?
Going towards him.
Yes. So at this point, what we want to start thinking about is, okay, well, I don't want to end up in a situation where Rise freezes. This is a slow push. This is stacking up. So the way to prevent it from getting frozen is we probably have to start thinking about how we're going to create our crash. Do we want to crash this wave? Is the question we initially ask ourselves.
And do I like slow push into the next wave and then?
Yes, I would not
down?
want to crash this because, well, I don't have time. The next wave is too close, right?
Yeah.
I don't think we have time to crash this wave. So we want to slow push this wave. At this point, you can start hitting the minions a bit more consistently, just because ideally you want these minions to be pretty low when the next wave arrives, just so you can kill them faster, right? But it's a very minute detail. The point that matters the most is you've thought about this and you're like, okay, now I'm going to crash this wave to prevent myself from getting stuck in the lane. So now it's like, okay, we have the intention of crashing this. So, if you're playing from Rise's perspective, what are you thinking about here? If you know that Yon wants to crash this.
Deal more damage to the wave to stop crashing?
Yes, I would try to thin the wave and harass Yon pretty heavily. So does he do this? Probably not. But here, I don't like this Q, mainly because you miss 2 minions for it, but also because it gives Rise free timing, like a free timing to hit you. Like, you don't want to take unnecessary damage. So, the damage Rise deals to you probably won't matter too much, because either we're going to look for a reset, or we're going to look to do something. Like, normally we would reset here, but obviously Vi ends up doing a bit of invading in the enemy jungle, so we want to move up and try to see if we need to help her. But normally we would reset here. But, so the damage probably won't matter that much. Rise doesn't have enough damage to kill you, so you can just walk up very aggressively and just take damage. Rise at this point can't really contest your push. The wave is too stacked up. Like, you can trade with him, you can go for whatever. An important thing to do while you do this is if Rise walks up and tries to hit you, you can trade back with him as long as you can make sure you crash the wave before the next wave arrives. So, this is a bit more of a complicated spot, but, or like a bit more of a complicated idea, but the idea is you can take a losing trade against Rise here and crash the wave, which will eventually be winning for you because you're gonna reset anyway, so your HP doesn't matter, but Rise is not resetting, which means his HP matters. Yes. Yeah. His HP matters. So when you come back, he will be lower HP, and if the wave pushes back into you, if he's half HP, you can prevent him from crashing, right? Yeah. So we want to try to trade now, so that when the wave slow pushes back in, and we're back in the lane after our reset, we can prevent the Rise from crashing. This is a pretty common concept in both top and mid. I don't know if you play top either, but this is pretty important. Like, we want to ideally make sure that they can't crash after we come back to lane on the slow push. Okay. That is pretty ideal. So we want to take a lot of their HP, because otherwise Rise can do what you do right here, right? Which is we just take damage to crash. And he's going to reset anyway, so the damage you deal to him doesn't matter. But you want to get him to a point where he will die if he tries to do that. When he comes back. And that is also what Rise should have done this game to you. make it so that you cannot trade HP to crash this wave, so you try to die, or that you will die if you do so. That is what a competent player will do against you. He will slow push the first 3 waves, try to kill you, or like try to deal a lot of damage on you, and then on the bounce you will be too low HP to crash it. Bryce didn't do that. He's not very good. So we were fine. Here, the decision to move up is just simply... It's not like we need to recall. We're still quite healthy. If you took a lot more damage trading, like if you were down here or down here, I would recall for sure.
Yeah.
Despite this up here. But I think you're healthy enough to a point where you don't really have to. So you can stay. Even though, like, yeah, you can stay. Ryze didn't deal enough damage for you to warrant a recall. What I would also look at is Ryze's mana bar. If Ryze is lower mana here, even though... how do I explain this? Okay. So if Ryze was like... This is something else to consider when you decide whether or not you want to base on this. If Ryze is lower mana, you would stay instead of basing as well. Now, why is that? It is...
So
yeah,
he's uncomfortable, like, staying in the lane.
Yeah, it is because the wave is slow pushing into you. Ryze needs a certain amount of mana to be able to crash it. So... you can end up forcing a freeze on him that he is not able to break because he's too low on mana.
Yeah.
If he's full mana, obviously he will just fucking blast the wave and you can't do anything about it. But if he's low mana, he cannot crash the wave as easily. So that is something else to keep in mind when you go for these crashes and when you consider whether or not you should base or whether or not you should stay in the lane. So your HP matters a lot. If you're playing a mana champion, your mana matters a lot, your gold matters a lot, and the enemy's HP and the enemy's mana matters a lot. These are all things you should consider to factor in whether or not you should reset or not. And it's just something you have to like remind yourself or like tell yourself when you're playing the game. It's like, oh, I crashed the wave, let's look at enemy's mana. Like, can he realistically crash the next wave because this is slow pushing back into me? If the answer is no, you probably actually want to stay in the lane instead of resetting because you can keep him stuck without resetting. Obviously, if you're like 300 HP and... actually, if you're 300 HP and he's out of mana, you would probably still stay in the lane. Because you have potion and everything, and he can't really deal damage to you. But the idea is what matters, right? It is an idea that you should think about. So here, this is good. Wave is coming into us. We want to thin it out a little bit so he can't crash. I mean, at this point, Ryze is fucked. So you have your third Q. Ryze wants to go for the cannon. I would like for you to space a little bit closer to him. Just judging by the way he's playing. Because if he does not go for the cannon, but instead tries to hit you, like how do I explain this? Okay, so you want to play just barely outside of his range while you threaten this cannon. So what I mean by that is right now Ryze's range is around here, right? So if you could play here, that would be pretty good because he would not be able to hit you. And he would be further away from the cannon. So the idea with you playing here instead of here is now he has to enter your range. If that makes sense, right? Like right now your range is this, right? So he has to walk into this to be able for you to hit him. That puts him a lot closer to the cannon and means you will not deal as much damage to him. If you're standing here, however, your range is here. He's already in your range. So if he tries to go for that cannon, you're probably gonna take half of his HP and he will not be able to crash this. He will just have to reset and TP back to the lane, and now you're chilling. You've got his TP out in the first 4 minutes and you're smiling. If he doesn't TP, there's a very high likelihood you will kill him on the next time he tries to walk up. So this is why you want to position yourself more aggressively so the enemy has to walk into your range, like further into your range. Something to help like remind you of this is just trying to consider what the enemy's range is when they want to go for these cannons. When they're going for minions, they're pretty fucking weak. So you want to try to be very, very aggressive when they have to do it. But obviously, if you're standing here, Ryze will just give up the cannon and fist fight you. And you will take a losing trade, which isn't ideal. So you want to play just outside of his range, but also force him to step very close into your range. It's a bit more of a complicated concept, but it's very, very important for laning. It might not be something that you can like immediately start working on because it requires a lot of thinking. Here, again, same idea as before. We have a slow push. We want to crash it. We don't want to get frozen on. Ryze is pretty low on mana though, so like here you could stay in the lane as well if you really wanted to. The reason I didn't want you to stay in the lane though was just because the next enemy wave is quite far away. And in my head, if Ryze has a functioning brain here,
Right.
He just kills this and resets and TP to lane, and then if you stay, you're a reset behind.
Yeah.
And you don't have a slow push, or you don't have a good wave state, because Ryze will just come back to lane and break the freeze. So that's why I wanted you to reset. Ryze didn't reset because he has, yeah, I don't know. Yeah, here, just freeze the wave. This is good. We want a frozen wave. You fuck up the freeze a little bit. So
Yeah.
ideally, you want the wave to be further out than where you pull it. So ideally, you want the wave to be around here when you freeze it, like in this area.
Oh, okay.
Because if it's in this area, like if it's down here,
Yeah.
the minions will slowly just start randomly aggroing onto your minions and walk
Yeah.
into tower range. So ideally, keep it outside of this middle point, if you can.
Okay.
Like just as a general rule. Because here, in this area, the minions are gonna start walking into your tower randomly. On the next wave. Not on this wave, but on the next wave. Which is gonna start stacking up a slow push. Which ideally you don't want yet. You wanna deal a lot of damage to Ryze before you do so. And you also just decide to hit the minions a lot for fun. Which, you know, dopamine.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Here we try to run bot lane, nothing happens. Like, we can't help, that's fine. We go back to mid lane, all good. We set up a freeze again. We want to start looking for really aggressive trades on the Ryze, just to make sure he doesn't get to break this freeze. So this is good. I like the Q in. Yeah, at this point we should just look for W or E. I would probably immediately just look for an E in. Like, at this point, what matters a lot is trying to stop Ryze from crashing. If you can keep this freeze going, it is so good for us.
Okay.
You can even take like pretty big trades against him. The reason being is if Ryze drops to this HP and the wave is stuck here, you will probably just kill him if he walks up, even if you're like this HP, right? Like, this is favorable for us. We have Ignite, we have ult, we will just kill him. So when you're freezing, big trades, good, to prevent them from crashing. And get them to low HP so they feel uncomfortable walking up and trying to crash. It's the same idea as before, right? Where if you can get him to a point where he cannot walk up and trade HP to crash the wave, you're winning.
Okay.
So that's what you want to try to go for when you have a freeze. Like, just freezing is not really enough. You have to make sure they can't break the freeze. And the way to do that is fat trades on them. Even if you have to take a lot of damage for it. Like, even if you drop to this HP, that's fine if he also drops to this HP. Because you don't have to walk up. Like, you don't have to walk outside of this range.
Right.
He's the one that has to walk up in the lane. Which means you have an easier time trading on him. Like, you get to choose when you want to trade. He just dies here. We're chilling. He runs bot lane here. We don't follow a bad roam. We just stay mid lane, take plates. Good. I like it. We prioritize resources on ourselves. Very good. I think here you could even go for this plate even when Kai'Sa shows. Like just keep going for the plate. Like, you're gonna take it very quickly anyway. You just need 2 or 3 more autos, but this is like a minor thing. Yeah, I would just keep going for it. Like, what is Kai'Sa gonna do? She's gonna like tickle you to death. She's not magically gonna deal 1,400 damage at level 7, I don't think. I think you can just take the plate and then you're fine. You can just take the plate and then chill. Wait, how do we have 9s? Yeah. Oh, Hextech Drake. Yeah, here I would like for you to just look for these Qs and then see if you can like snipe her, just based off of where your teammates are, right? So look for these Qs and then maybe you can EQ her. A lot of what Yone is gonna do in these situations is like, he's gonna look for the 3rd Q, or he's gonna try to stack his 3rd Q, and then if enemy walks too close, you're gonna EQ in, and if you hit them, good. If you don't hit them, you just immediately snap back and run the fuck away. If you hit them, they're probably dead. If you don't hit them, you don't really lose anything. Ult is really good. I mean, this is played pretty nicely. Yeah, I mean, this is really good. At this point, we think the game is over, actually. In my head. It's like, oh, it's a free win. Yeah, you can't help bot lane here. So this is, again, a situation where it's like, we have just fought. We got a good pick on Ryze here. We took Wraiths, and then Ryze fucked up by walking too close, so we get a free kill on him. This turn is good. We look down, and we immediately recognize this fight is going this way. We do not make it there to do anything, because the fight is moving away from where we are. If the fight moves this way, maybe we can do something. Like if Lucian is running up this way, you can probably run down and help him. But he's moving away from you. You're not fucking helping him. You just run mid lane here and get resources. You're like, okay, I cannot help this spot out. Let's look at the map. Where can I get gold? Okay, mid lane, gold. Nice. We push the wave. We probably even go for another wave or another plate. Depends if we have time. I don't know if Ryze has TP. I think he should have TP. If he does have TP, we can't go for the plate. We just take the wave and then we take next wave. But you have like 20 seconds until Ryze is going to be back, where you can collect resources. Yeah, I thought this plate was doable. It was already taken, Sag. So we just push this wave. Yeah, this is where ideally save your W for the casters. Because you can Q like this through all of the minions and then just W the casters. Or you can like stack up the wave, W all of them, and then Q through them. But your QW will one-shot casters. It's just awkward when you have to use a second Q on them. But here, you just leave, because I think Ryze has TP up, so I don't want to go for the plate, because then we can get stuck in the lane, and we already have our item, so we don't need to be greedy. What is the next spot? Yeah, this is where there's fist fighting going on bot lane. This, to me, already looks over. But yeah, because enemy team can't do anything else here. Like, at this point, it is up to your team to opt back into fighting the enemy team. Which means I would rather believe that we're not going to opt in to fight them when we're all half HP. So instead, I would just go mid lane and go for tower. Here, this is the point I really wanted to talk about. So Ryze is walking this way, right? He's going to probably walk through here. If he's good, he's going to go safe way. If he goes safe way, you're just going to keep hitting tower. And then you're probably going to look for raids afterwards. When Ryze comes back mid. Yes, you just walk in here.
Yeah.
And then you walk with the Ryze. You don't use your ult to get on top of him here, because he will keep running this way, right?
Yeah.
So what you would ideally do is you would walk up and you would E him, like you would E.
Alright.
And then you would walk with him, and then when he starts getting further away, you would use your ult to gap close back on top of him, right?
Yeah.
Because he has to go through here if he wants to go this way. Yeah, I would just... Like, the way you're using your ult should be as more of a gap closing ability to get back on top of them. Like, he already has to walk this way. I don't know how to really explain it super easily. But I feel like it makes sense, right? Like, he has to walk this way, so if you can walk with him, and then when he gains distance on you, that's when you ult to get back on top of him. But now you're ulting, and he can just keep running this way.
Yeah.
And now you can't really like gap close back onto him when he gains distance on you. But here he should die, for sure. I would already like E immediately as well, right after you ult. Like if you want to ult, just E instantly afterwards. Get the movement speed so you can continue chasing him. But yeah, you don't get a lot of damage with your E either. So he ends up living. Sad. Yeah, we just take a bit of raids. Yeah, we just reset here. Get the F sword. Yeah, at this point, you're going to stack your Q on waves, and then you're going to see if you can catch people. I think here, because he dashes in a pretty like straight line, you can probably just ult him here, and he's dead. Like, these guys are bot lane, Ryze is mid lane. Maybe Shen has ult, actually, but I'm sure he still dies through Shen ult. If he dashes, like, up this way, it gets a bit harder, because he's dashing away from your teammates. But your teammates will immediately be able to catch him. But it's just...
Okay.
I mean, if he's good... If you ult here, he's gonna ult out, and he gets out. But I don't know if he's good enough to do that. I would probably look for the ult. But if you're against a good player, it's not gonna hit. But I don't think Graves is a particularly good player. Yeah, there's a fist fight going on down here, but your Vi is just dead. And your Camille is top lane, and people have they have 5 people here. So you're not gonna contest this Drake regardless. So instead, we just want to trade it for something. So what can we trade it for? Well, no one is mid lane, so we get a free mid tower. This is good. This is nice. You're not contesting the Drake anyway, right? So we want to just look for resources. We don't want to end up in the situation where you just end up standing here and looking at the Drake instead of taking something. It happens so frequently. When the enemy team is taking an objective and you just walk up, you rock up there, you're like, okay, well, let's just stand here and have a look. You don't want it to end up in that situation. Just immediately recognize in your head, gone, it's gone, look at map, where can I take something else? Even if you're just taking a jungle camp instead of this mid tower, it's good. You're taking something for the Drake. Obviously, it's not a good trade, but you're making it less bad that they got the Drake. So, in your head, whenever, like, something is just gone, just recognize it very quickly in your head. Like, make that decision. Like, I can't do this. I can't contest this. We're not going to contest this. Let me get something else for it. It is something to, like, think about. Yeah, how did we die here? Oh, yeah, you went back in here. This was a very interesting moment. I think here, if you're sitting here, you can probably catch her here. Like, what I would want you to do is sit in one of these bushes. This is something that will very, very frequently happen, especially with AD carries and bot lanes. When you're playing assassins, and like, you'll now kind of count him as an assassin at this point in the game, sit in this bush if you have nothing else to do, right? Just sit in this bush, and when these two waves meet in mid lane, if the enemy AD carry steps up, you can usually walk here and catch them. This is something that's super important on Ahri, on Akali, on Yone, on all of these assassin champions that have gap closers. You sit in this bush right here, and you wait for the enemy bot lane to walk up and try to hit that wave. And if they hit it, you fucking kill them. If they don't hit it, well, now your bot lane is just pushing in, and you have prio, and you're just gonna reset anyway, like you were gonna do before. Like, you don't lose anything from sitting in this bush and waiting. But sitting in this bush, or sitting right here, when these two waves meet, is so good. The amount of free kills I have found because of this, even in fucking Challenger, is insane. Like, it is absurd. If you play Ahri, I would highly recommend this right here. And then ult over the wall and catch them. It's super good. I don't know if you play Ahri.
I play some Ahri.
Yeah, it's super, super good. You would go side lane, you would push out the wave, and then you would just move up. Like, if you're playing this side, you would push this, and then you would run down, and you would just sit right here. And then when the waves meet, if the enemy bot lane walks up, you just fucking ult over the wall and kill them. It gets you so many free kills. So many free kills. It is like the #1 play that works for me to get free kills. It is just that. I like you running down. Sadly, your ult doesn't hit Kai'Sa. Here, you just E on Kai'Sa. I think this is good. Ignite is good. Your Q comes out a little bit late. Considering how bad everything goes here,
I should have queued out.
yeah, if you Q back, you're probably still dead though, because the Graves is Eing over the wall and probably ulting you.
Oh.
But you have a better chance. Wait, the Graves failed his E. He's probably still gonna ult you though. You're probably still dead.
Okay.
So I don't think it would have changed that much. Here, yeah. I would like to run mid lane. Vi takes the wave, so we just go bot lane. This is again a point where we're just trying to find gold on ourselves. Like as many resources as possible. So, here. You don't want to go touch this wave yet, right? Because we don't see anyone on the map. So very, very scary to touch this wave. So we have time to do something else. You have a ward up. So what I would want to do is just get vision on this, like hit this plant, get vision, and then put a ward in a spot that keeps me somewhat safe on the bot side. I would just put it in river here. So I can see if people start fucking zooming down here and trying to kill me, and then I can leave. So that is what I would do. Like, you don't have to meet this wave yet because of how far out it is. So you can do something else in the meantime. Sometimes what you will do as well is if the wave is really far out here and you can't go touch it, you will just go sit mid lane in this bush we just talked about. Because you don't have anything to do yet. And then when he pushes out the wave, you leave and you run down here and you have to catch the wave, right? Like, you have timers until you have to be at that wave. You have timings where you can do something else. You have move timers, right?
Yeah.
Like, whenever you push out the wave and it gets really far out, you can move mid lane and you can look for something. You can look to sit in the enemy jungle. And whenever, like, you can't walk out and reach the wave, you can do the same thing. So I would just go mid lane and sit here. Or go for a ward, sorry. And then go back bot lane when he pushes out the wave. And now there's a fist fight happening mid lane. And the fight is over, so we just go back bot lane. We killed the Nami, we leave. We're not gonna run up there. We're not gonna make an impact in the fight. Yeah, Kai'Sa does something crazy here, I don't really know. Even the, like, this ult is good. Like, the Q is really nice, forces her into this angle, and then you ult up, really good. It's really nice. This was probably, funnily enough, the cleanest fight you had.
Yeah.
The cleanest combo you had was that. And then we just stay bot lane and take the tower. Look what's going on mid lane, and then we just stay bot lane. That's nice. We get the tower, we reset, we take Krugs. There's a fist fight going on mid lane. Ideally, we would like to push out bot lane first here. Yeah, I mean, we don't reach her. That's fine. Here, like... Wait, where did my epic pin go? Oh, there. Um, the main way you're gonna be playing fights on Yone is either you're looking for an ult on the backline, right? But when you're front to backing,
Yeah.
you're just trying to Q this guy. He just used his taunt, I'm pretty
Mm-hmm.
sure, so you can't die. Did he use his taunt? Yeah, he did to get over the wall, right? So you can try to like stack your Q on him. You're very often going to be stacking your Q on something. If there are no minions or jungle camps around, just try to hit the front line with your autos or with your Qs.
Right.
Try to obviously space them out so they can't just hit you for free as well. Here, Drake spawning soon. We want to push out this because this gives us options to either move into this side. Oh, no, sorry. We want to push this out because it gives us options to move up like this and try to find a flank on the enemy team. It gives us space over or control over this area when we push out this wave.
Right.
If we don't push out the wave, we kind of have to walk in here with no vision and it gets a little bit ugly.
Yeah.
But if you push out the wave, you get more directions to take this bush, which is nice.
Mm-hmm.
And then you get more control over the dragon area, which is good. So that's why I want you to push out bot lane here. Here, this is a bit weird. So this is a classic Yone thing where you're just going to be stacking your Q and then you're going to fish for these guys. If you hit them, immediately engage and you fist fight. You just kill them. If you don't hit them, you just snap back and you continue stacking your Q on this.
Yeah.
Like, this is a lot of what Yone does in fights. When you have to look for something. It's like you stack your Q, you look for it, and then you try to find them. And then here you have to leave because the enemy forces you off. This is fine. Your Vi catches, or your Pantheon catches this. You ult in, this is good. This is where the criminality starts. This is where the criminals on our team start not wanting to win the game. Because they want to fucking chase a Shen. This is good by you, by the way. Recognize. Just commit on the Graves here, by the way. Just commit.
Okay.
You can't die here. Like, you have shield bow up, you have so much HP. Just commit. Try to kill him. If you kill him here, it's Baron. Just, it's a free kill. They're CC'd here, you just kill them. Just walk into them. He ends up dying anyway, I'm pretty sure. Yeah, he does. But it's a bit scary. And here, it's free Baron. I don't know. Yeah, I don't even want to look at it, man. I don't want to look at it. This is like game losing. That we don't get the Nash here. Here, again, if we can find a pick on the enemy team, someone on the enemy team while they have Baron, we can slow down their Baron. That's the reason you want to go for this. The Shen is really far up on his own. You just want to try to catch him. I would not ult this. I would just Q again, E, and then Q forward.
Okay.
And just save my ult. Because ulting to kill Shen, probably not worth it if the enemy team is going to be here. And you're not Eing that much, is what I'm noticing. You're not Eing very early. You're saving your E for so long. Like, even here, you can E and start just dealing true damage. It gives move speed and true damage. It helps you stick to people and it gives you a lot more damage. So I would just E early.
Okay.
Like, you want to E a lot. It helps you so much with your damage. Here you E, but like, do we really end up dealing that much damage with it? Not really. You would kill him a lot earlier if you E'd faster. And then this wouldn't happen. If you have ult here, it's obviously nice as well. You would have your E back up as well, so you might be able to turn. But your Camilla is just chilling in the top lane. And now she TPs in and dies. Yeah, we just look away. Yeah, Graves dies here for free. Nice, free kills. Again, we're just stacking up our Q. I mean, the macro in this game is not very important right now, I don't think. I think this will be a lot of the same thing where you just go side lane, push out, and then you look for a move timer where you can group up with your team. But I'm curious about the fights, because yeah. There's a way to play these fights where you win it a lot harder. Yeah, I mean, if we catch the Rise here, it's good, obviously. We get his Everfrost. It's alright. We force him off of this, which is what matters the most, so our team can keep on fighting. Yeah, here, I don't think you have to ult again. I think you can just keep chasing.
Oh, I see.
Like, I think you can just keep running after her and you will catch her. You have E up soon. She doesn't have anything. You can just run after her. And then when she flashes the wall, you ult the wall after her. It's like just recognizing when you need to use your gap closing ability, right? I don't hate it that much. She dies anyway, so it's not too big of a deal. You get Drake. This is nice. We keep pushing bot lane. We somehow managed to kill these guys, even though we fuck up everything. Yeah, here you want to start stacking your Q up again. You want to just stack your Q up as much as you can. And then we turn. Miss the Q. Still just keep running at her. Rise decides, nah, I don't want to save her. Here, I think if you run at Rise, maybe you
Should have
even...
queued up. Yeah.
Yeah. Maybe you even find him. If you won
Yeah.
before that, that would be absurd. You'd probably just win the game on the spot, but it was still fine. It ended up working out. Yeah, here you're just like fighting with the intention of saving your teammates. That guy gets blasted in the face. Yeah, we can't really do anything here. Oh, this fight. Yeah, here, enemy team is sieging on you. You just stack up your Q on minions, and then you look for an EQ, and maybe you can catch someone and one-shot them. It's a lot of this, like, stack your Q up, fish for that EQ, and if you catch them, you kill them. That is a lot of how Yone plays in these, like, 5v5 situations. Until your teammate engages, and then you can follow up, obviously, right? But if no one is engaging, that's just kind of how you have to look. Yeah, this is...
Oh, gosh. We're gonna eat backwards.
Yeah. Yeah, that's a bit tough, isn't it? I think we all recognize that this is just not good.
Gosh.
I don't think it's something that we really need to talk about. I think you can recognize this as well. Yeah, I mean, the ult backwards
Gosh,
looks
I can't
cool,
believe
I guess.
did that.
I don't even think you have to ult, by the way. You can just stick to this guy. He's already CC'd. He's just gonna die if you auto attack and Q him. And then you have your ult for Kai'Sa. I think just save your ult here. The main way you should, like, think about your ult is... It is either a gap closer, or it is a way to combo someone. This guy is already going to die by being knocked up. Like, you will deal enough damage to him so you don't need to waste your ult.
Okay.
It is not like a huge damage tool. It is like CC them and get like an extra Q and auto off, which will deal a lot of damage, yes. But it's like, it's setting you up to kill them with autos and Qs. That is basically how Yone works. It's not like it deals like 8 million damage. And then sadly your E snaps you back. You don't kill Kai'Sa. Yeah, it's a bit rough. I think at this point, this game is a bit... they should just end the game here. But yeah, I think this is kind of where we're probably going to wrap it up. I think you got a lot of spots where you could win this game, just based off of how far ahead you were in terms of CS. Like, you were 100 CS ahead of basically everyone in the game. I think that is just what you need to focus mostly on, like collecting these side waves and constantly looking for resources. And then fights will be like easier to play just because you're further ahead. Obviously, if you don't have fucking losing bot lane, losing top lane, psychopath jungler, you will just win this game, right? So you will win a majority of these games where you get this far ahead. So you need to just work on getting this far ahead, and then you will win the game. Like, you losing this game, I'm not too worried about. If you can consistently recreate this, you will win like probably 70% of your games. Yeah.
I see.
Do you have any questions?
I don't know. I'm just wondering how it would play out in like losing matchup where I'm, or like
where the
I'm
player is
getting
more
pissed on,
competent.
Yeah.
You would have to give up a lot more CS, and you would have to like look to conserve your HP and then play on the bounce the same way you would, like where you stack up a wave and then you trade HP to crash it, and then you would reset and then come back into the lane.
I see.
Obviously, you would not have as much CS early, but you would still use the same idea of setting up a freeze and taking big trades to threaten them, and look for all-ins in that regard, instead of just taking these advantages. But yeah, it's hard to tell. Like, this should be a losing matchup.
Yeah.
But this guy just played like an idiot. I think even like against most players, you will find that if you just play like somewhat correctly in terms of like how you play with the wave and when you look for trades, you can grief as much as you want with the mechanics. But if you know when to trade, and if you know like how to position the wave to force trades, which is like freezing in this manner, you will kill probably everyone in your elo, I would imagine. Okay. This is something that will just work till probably master tier, I would imagine. But obviously, if you want to get to master, you have to play fights considerably better as well, right? But this will gain you an advantage in most lanes at lower MMRs, because the laners are not competent enough to deal with it. So if you can just start recognizing these patterns where you can force the wave into a freeze and then force the enemy to lose HP to try to break it and then continuously freeze and force an all in, you will just win a majority of your games.
Okay.
I think. But it's obviously hard for me to tell. I mean, if we do something again, then maybe we can have a more losing matchup for you. I am not sure.
Yeah.
I don't know if it will happen because you're playing in gold. Or plat. It's gold 1, right? But plat, yeah, basically.
I mean,
the laners are
could
not very
play.
competent. So you should be
Oh,
able
when I
to
play
do this.
Katarina, like it's pretty weak
Oh,
early.
dude, I have never found a way to make Katarina. Like, she just doesn't work in my brain. Like, even when I play her, if I play her in gold and plat, I'm like, bro, I don't fucking know, dude. How does this champ work? I'm like, what the fuck? I don't know how to play this. That is the champ. That is probably the one champ I will not touch. I refuse.
Oh, really?
I can't make her work, dude. In my brain, she's just so hard. It just doesn't compute with my brain.
I feel like she just wins off of RNG, like
Yeah. You find kills. No, solo queue. You just run bot lane and find a double kill. Wow, that's so chill actually. 3 kills. Nice, smiling. Yeah. I don't like how she plays. It doesn't fit with how I view the game. I don't like the entire like sack waves and roam playstyle. I think it's super RNG dependent.
Yeah.
I like
this.
Create advantages in lanes.
Yeah, you said the same with like Pike mid.
Yeah, I don't like how he plays. Because he has to just sack waves and rely on the enemy team to, or enemy side lanes to int. But I mean, it works. It's good in solo queue. Like, it's really good in solo queue. But I don't feel like it is the proper way to play the game. But maybe I should go on a cleansing and try to play these champions. And try to like see the game from that perspective. It might help me improve. It might give me like a deeper understanding of the game. I don't see why it wouldn't. So I mean, maybe it's something I should do. I just don't think it's good. I think being able to create advantages in lane and then pushing it out onto the map is so much better than just leaving lane and trying to impact the map.
I think it's like you're relying on the enemy team to mess up, but like
they will mess up.
That's always
yeah. They will frequently mess up. But if they're competent, they won't. That's why you won't see it in pro play, right?
Right.
Because they're not gonna fuck up that bad. Like against coordinated play, it's pretty bad.
Yeah.
But if you want to get rank 1, yeah, hell yeah. I mean, Cat Evolved doesn't get rank 1 by playing lane. He gets rank 1 by leaving lane and going bot lane.
Yeah.
It's not like he gets rank 1 by getting a 10 CS advantage.
Yeah, that's true.
Snowballs the map. But I like getting advantage in lane and then snowballing the map from there, instead of just playing lane to lose and then snowball the map. But, I mean, it's different ways you view the game. Yeah.
Okay.
Anything else or no?
No, I think that was very helpful.